Greetings Internet, Didier here with another match video. I managed to convince my brother to come over, play a few games with me. So I've decided now I'm going to record every match and commentate over every match that I play. Get more matches out for you guys. So it looks like I'm going to go first here, draw a swipe. Is that teamwork? Not very good early game draw. I usually do like to enter first combat, but just 2 dead cards early game. Yeah, just pass rejuve. So rightfully, Jonathan's going to activate his mastery. Look at that. Namek Dragon Ball 1. I mean, usually you like to leap and kick it, but it's good to play it out. Just early game, why not? In case he draws right throw. And a Dragon Radar, so he can actually play a Dragon Ball and then protect whatever Dragon Ball he plays with 1. Not bad. Always very important when playing Restored to remember to do your mastery every turn. Never forget to do that. And rightfully, he's putting the card to his hand and then deciding what card he's going to put at the top or bottom. There we go. So it looks like I'm going to draw Visiting, a Lunge. I mean, pretty strong hand, but since I drew the Visiting, I'm probably not going to enter now. Looks like I'm holding a Hug Maneuver. Yeah, I think I drew that first turn. Trying to see what the third card is. Backstrike. So ball 2, not really going to help him right now. Just might as well stay that, keep that on the bottom. So, Nail definitely has an advantage right now. Dropping down growth, much stronger board setup. Pretty soon, he can probably enter combat and do some real serious damage. Granted, he is facing a black deck, so that is always a challenge with the mastery, removing a card from your hand. And I do have a Visiting on the board right now. So really taking a long time to decide what he's going to do here. Okay, got the knee block, so he's going to get the anger, and then obviously reveal it with his mastery, put it to his hand again. I think he's getting ahead of himself here. Remember to gain the anger, and then... So now another option for him there would be he could just keep the card on the bottom and then just, so he has 3 fresh cards if he didn't want the knee block. But a knee block is actually, this is a physical beatdown deck, my deck, so it's actually a pretty good draw. So dropping the Smoothness Gel great here. Looks like I had a Shoulder Slam in my hand and then rejuvenating the Hug Maneuver. Didn't get a chance to see what he revealed with his mastery there. So it looks like he's got an Overwatch in his hand. I at least see that. Yeah, it looks like he's probably thinking about entering. Probably thinking. He is thinking. He's probably entering. So yep, I'm going to just pop off Visiting the Past, just knowing that getting a black style card, it is a physical attack, gains anger, and I could always pitch it with the mastery. So I do have a Shoulder Slam in my hand to reduce his anger by 3. Looks like I'm going to draw, it looks like a Dev Blow I saw there. Do I have a Finger Block? Yeah, actually I have 2 Finger Blocks and a I'll Dig Your Grave in my hand. A very strong hand. So starting off with Dragon Radar, he had some options here. He could just get 3 and try to cycle a better hand. He could play 5. For the stages, I guess, I would only really open up with it if I was going to go for 3 here. Because I would kind of let them do a little damage to me first if I was going to get 5. He could also get 4 there. He stopped on 4 to think about discarding the Smoothness Drill. Looks like he's going to decide against it. If I had like a knee block, if there was a knee block on top that could be rejuved with 5, it would be better. Yeah, but just absolutely, just have to go with the 3. It's the only real choice there. Another option would be just to kind of wait with the Dragon Radar till later in combat. In case I would have leveled, then you could just play 2 and de-level.
Going balls to the wall. Yeah.
He does have the Overwatch to reduce 2 anger, though. So just going to draw 3 cards, cycle a better hand. I see at least 1 Dragon Ball in his hand. So definitely going to put the Dragon Ball to the bottom. So he's actually at 2 anger. He's in a pretty good place because, yep, raising the anger with the ball. So we got 6 cards over there, got 2 blocks, starting with I'll Dig Your Grave. Obviously, just going to shoot him down, do 7 and 1. Just start off with a strong flat damage attack. Oh, I bet he wishes that was in his hand right now. So it's really difficult to see Jonathan's hand, actually. Shooting off a right throw, shuffling in. Hey, putting him at 4 anger. So the mastery will clearly give him a level. If only I didn't have Shoulder Slam in my hand. And I knew, I knew he was at 2 anger. I had the Devastating Blow. But I wanted him to actually gain anger and feel like he was going to get a level before the Shoulder Slam was going to lay down some hate. Reminding of the 4 anger, only to lower it with Shoulder Slam. Stopping it, I think it would actually only did 5 and 1 there, so he did stop the a weaker attack comparatively to the dig. I mean, maybe he should have stopped the dig. Then again, he did think he was going to level, so things changed throughout combat. So I do still have 2 blocks to fall back on. So I know if he plays any elbow drop or side kick or right kick, I have those finger blocks too.
Yeah. How much would it do? 3 life.
Yeah, so he used his power there. I was debating whether or not to just use the finger block because I think it would actually put me in D bracket. That was the only reason I was considering it, just because it would put me in a higher bracket.
If you stop it, you skip. I'm a bracket higher, so we'll do 4 stages and a life card.
So Trunks' power, I mean, just showing the greatness that is New Trunks. The greatness. So just going to shoot off Overwatch, knowing the Dragon Ball's at the bottom. It'll give him, again, a free draw with his mastery. So he essentially gets 2, and, drawing the Devastating Blow. There are no events in my discard pile, so no reason not to lower the anger. So he actually has a lot of cards in his hand right now, making my mastery much less effective, but this backstrike will surely be effective. Coming out with hybrid defense, probably his last block in there. He does have the knee block. I'm pretty sure that he could rejuvenate for anger. Yep, just going to go straight for the knee block. Oh, no? Rejuvenate Leaping Kick, hopefully setting up the bottom to draw. But I think actually might want a Mastery. Maybe not. Maybe he wants to keep the 3 in his hand. Oh, wait, no, it's actually Dragon Ball 4. Yeah, he shuffled in 3. So yep, just got a Mastery. That's the only real reason why I almost feel like he should have just did the knee block there. Because doesn't he have Devastating Blow in his hand? No, I don't think he did that yet. So he could actually had a level there with the Mastery, the 2 anger, and then Devastating Blow. Jonathan just doing an excellent job of making sure I can't see his cards. Shooting off the Devastating Blow, lowering his anger, just ensuring that he's not gonna level this combat. I always hate when I see both Hybrid Defense and Knee Block in the discard pile of a Namekian player. As soon as those Hybrid Defenses hit the discard pile, I try to remove them as fast as possible. Just one of the strongest blocks in the game. So I can crit his anger here, or I can steal the Dragon Ball. At this point, I almost feel, yep, it's probably better to steal a Dragon Ball, which I'm going to do. So the one big thing that, this Mastery does lose out on is the protection of your Dragon Balls. If it's your only Dragon Ball, protecting it from critical damage, but does have a few other things that's really good about it. So just getting rid of a few cards with Devastating Blow, just strong cards, Dig Your Grave, Devastating Blow. Doing a little bit of damage. Hey, he doesn't have that ball 1 anymore. I have the 2 finger blocks, the 2 soul finger blocks in my hand now. So I'm just going to Mastery one of them. You see, and actually capping that Dragon Ball was very good for me because he had another right throw in his hand. He probably would have used it to gain another 2 anger. He actually had a lot of anger in his hand that combat. It's sad that I minus 5 anger.
5 anger hate on that combat. Entire level.
Discarding command. People online have been really hating on this card, how good it is, just passing. It's definitely good when as your life deck gets lower. It seems to, pop up. I've even drawn 3 commands, and which is, just an instant level. That's not fair. So seeing the clash on the bottom of his deck, putting it to his hand, wanting to get rid of the smoothest drill. At this point, though, the smoothest drill has kind of already done its damage. Looks like I got that finger block in my hand and then a overhead burst. Overhead burst being just a great card against Namekian because it's an energy, so it gets around flinch. It always sucks when you don't have energy attacks. You play a physical based deck against a Namekian deck. They have flinches in their hand, so that energy attack's really nice to fall back on. As well as, if it hits, I can crit, so I can steal a Dragon Ball from Namekian. It's actually so good against Namekian that I've considered adding in another copy into my Black Trunks deck. So it looks like Optic Blast, actually 2 energy attacks. Optic Blast, Refusal, and Dismissal. Very good. So he's gonna start with Nails dashing, crit his ball. So not a bad play here, just wanting to take his ball and play around with it. I'm going to stop it just because I don't want it shuffling into his deck. And it does put me in D bracket. I'm not sure if I actually gain any stages there. So he did take his ball 1. I do have that Optic Blast in my hand, so I mean, why not? Why not just shoot off Optic Blast, Hail Mary, Yellow Swag Money, and see if it actually hits? It is going to hit, so it is going to do lots and lots of damage. So 7-1, power, power, power with the Devious Mastery. As well as capping that ball and then milling 3. So now I did see Dragon Ball 3 go to the bottom. I'm not sure if he does have another Overwatch in his hand. Sidekick lowering the anger. Hey, hybrid defense is on the top. I think I used my only block to stop the dashing, so he is going to probably get that hybrid defense.
Yeah, so how much? 2 life. 2 life.
So a few options here. I know he has the hybrid defense. I could just throw out the refusal and try to bait out his hybrid defense, which I think, yep, I'm going to do. And I'm actually going to ditch my smoothest drill because I feel like I've gotten full use out of it, and I don't like growth in play. Even at its worst, it's 4 life cards back into their deck.
Do 5 stages and 2 life cards.
So really just hoping that he blocks this here because I would much rather my overhead burst hit. It's more damage. Yep, he's going to use his hybrid defense. Just wanting his stages, I guess, or not wanting to risk critical damage. Not sure if he has any knee block. I think he does have knee block in there, so he could get an anger with knee block right now if he wanted. Yep, that's what he's going to do. So, I mean, Nail Namekian just really needs to level at least off the 1 to ensure that you're always doing damage. Lots of damage. Just really not happening with it for him right now. I mean, I have a lot of anti-anger in this deck. So you can see him mastering there, the clash. And actually just showing that that previous play of me dropping the smoothest drill to kill the growth was really the right choice, because I actually made that card almost unusable in his hand. So just dropping it with the mastery, hoping to draw something better here. Looks like, is that a devastating blow in his hand? It's hard to tell. Doing dismissal, lowering his anger 1. Doing a fair amount of damage, I think 5 and 2 life cards. So he's not going to use the knee block for endurance. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I probably would have used the endurance there to save critical damage. Did I actually hit critical? I think I did hit critical there.
Actually, I don't even think he had to banish this. No.
Oh, he did 1 extra life card of damage. Yeah, I think I did do critical there, so...
No, I didn't crit you.
Yeah, it looks like I thought I might have did less damage for some reason.
My physical? I don't know if I did that. No. 2 life cards. Yeah.
So he's going to shoot off his physical. 2 life cards only actually do 1 card of damage there.
Yeah, why not?
Overhead burst for lots of damage. 7 and 1, so 8 life cards. At Dragon Ball 7 going to the bottom, not really a good thing in a restored deck. I mean, it's on the bottom of his life deck now, so he has a really high chance to draw it. So, but I did steal. I have plenty of life deck left, so I can definitely. I've been doing a lot of damage to him. 7 is like a ray of hope for him.
What was the first thing that was done? You sidekicked me, didn't you?
No, that was not the first thing.
What happened?
Oh no, I nail touching attack to get my ball back, and then you stole it back.
Oh yeah, without the blast. My physical.
Yeah, I think we were figuring out whether or not I use my physical this combat. I mean, another good idea to do, what I see a lot of people do is use counters. I should probably start using counters to remember when you use personality powers like allies and things like that. Lots of damage and just, you know, shutting down the idea of him getting 7 with his mastery by putting 6 on bottom. Really, I think the issue here is, of course, just the massive amount of anti-anger that's in this Trunks deck, combined with him not drawing a leaping kick. Looks like he's only got about 10, 15 cards left to my 30 or 35.
Completely bummed.
I'll pass.
So I entered. Go ahead.
Use your mastery, I guess. It's a Dragon Ball.
That's okay. I can stay there.
So, dropping the smoothest drill,
Serious.
terribleness.
Rejuvenate.
As soon as I get rid of the smoothest drill, just getting it right back in play. I mean, why not put 6 in play? He knows the second to bottom card is 7, so
I drew that.
dropping a growth, which is actually really good right now.
Wasn't that awesome?
You know, getting 4 cards back into your deck at this point in the game could actually save his life.
If you take out one, I would think it's just taking out both. I mean, they're good.
There's 3 of them.
Oh, is there 3 of them?
Yeah.
I thought there was 2. Yeah, I would take out one. I think I like Overwatch more than Growth. Maybe you could put another.
Think?
Well,
Really?
maybe
That's not
we
bad.
should finish this game.
Yeah.
Rejuvenate. Do I even want to? I think I just want to keep.
Just a bad choice overall. I mean, he had the hybrid defense. I probably would have still put it on the top of my life deck. I probably would have showed hybrid defense and put that to the top of my life deck. But I know you know that 7 is the second to bottom card right now, so that's the only thing. So it looks to be a really strong hand over there. It looks like I got a refusal. I got that lunge. Got a knee block. A hug maneuver. I already have 2 anger. So, yep, just using the refusal and just killing the growth. Destroying any chances he has of rejuvenation.
5 and 2 lives.
Hey, I already got the extra card from Smoothness Drill, so that's all I need. 2 life cards. Chipping away.
No. Am I dead?
You only have 2. Well, no, you satisfied it. You just have 3 Dragon Balls left.
Right. My visit.
You're physical.
So it looks like he has actually no real cards in his deck any longer.
My deck.
You doing your physical?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just using his physical. I'm just going to stop it to gain the anger. Go for the level. Why not? No reason not to. He only has 3 life cards left. Lunge. Ultimate damage.
Lunch for the level.
Lots of life cards of damage. He is going to stop that.
I'm going to rejuvenate.
He's got 3 life cards left. Hey, a knee block. That'll give him an anger. And it has 2 endurance.
Now, okay, let's mastery you for
You're gonna mastery.
The goal is to draw. He's got a 25% chance to draw that knee block he just put into his deck right now. Right? Oh, no, actually 20%. Because he has 5 cards, right? 4 of those are Dragon Balls. Of course I'm gonna cut. Yeah, he didn't draw it. Yeah, good game. He only has one attack, one block left in his deck. Not enough anger, not enough ball bouncing to save him.
They're all Dragon Balls. One endurance. There it is.
Good game by both players. Overall, just the Trunks deck was able to just, Jonathan really didn't draw Leaping Kick, and with the combined with the anti-anger and just heavy damage put on by the Trunks deck, just didn't allow the Nail deck to recover. So good game.